Y'all want to see something cool? I found a 2 or even 3 bedroom fifth wheel RV that has an outdoor entertainment area. Let's go take a look. Welcome back to another video, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and I'm here at Blue Compass RV today in Dallas, Texas, taking a look at this 2024 Yukon Dutchmen 412 DB. You'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen, but the most impressive thing about this, not only having that outdoor entertainment area, but also the fact that this fifth wheel RV at 44 feet, might be even approaching 45 feet, is under $90,000. So that is going to be one of the most competitively priced 2 or 3 bedroom fifth wheel RVs out there in the market that you are going to find. I don't see a length here on this sticker, but we can see the exact cargo carrying capacity is 2,620 pounds. Your gross vehicle weight rating on here is 18,000 pounds. And unloaded is 15,320 pounds. So definitely a big fifth wheel RV. But when you look at everything in the market as far as 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom fifth wheel RVs, this is definitely right up there size wise with everything else, except it is definitely one of the most cost efficient ones when you look at something that is considered a full profile fifth wheel RV. So full profile means it has pretty much no slant going down to the front cap, has that full profile front cap with a larger bedroom up front, flat roof all the way back, and utilizing a drop frame. Now this one's a little interesting because they don't utilize the drop frame up front, where some more expensive fifth wheel RVs with this similar floor plan will utilize a drop frame up here. Really all that is doing is giving you a bigger storage space in this area. But they do use a drop frame along the back, and this is the only one that I can even recall with this type of layout. And there's many different options out there with a layout like this, such as Alliance Paradigm makes their own version of something like this. Keystone Montana High Country make their own version of something like this. Keystone Avalanche was the originator of this style floor plan a couple years ago, and so many other options out there. Grand Design Solitude, I mean, you name it. If it's a full profile fifth wheel, they make this floor plan, but this is one of the only ones I've seen that is working in a outdoor kitchen here. So you have a 2-burner stove, a 32-inch screen TV here, it looks like, and I hate how they never have like the size on the sticker here, so I can't know for sure, but that looks like it actually looks like that might be like a 40-inch screen TV. I have a 32-inch screen TV at home, and that looks smaller than that 32-inch screen TV, so that looks like it's actually about a 40-inch screen TV. And then you have your little mini refrigerator. So that is really cool. You get this right here. It is a slam latch baggage door that it goes behind, but it's strut assisted, stays up on its own, so you get shade underneath there. I should mention though, the height on this is right at about 6 foot, 6'1". So if you're over that height, you will unfortunately have to duck underneath here. So that's a little unfortunate that they designed it that way, especially since you have the awning up over the top here. They could have made it so that door just, you know, goes up against the sidewall or something. Although I suppose it'd be harder to get it down if it went up and, you know, had a magnet latch to hold it against the sidewall, since it is such a big door. But with the drop frame making that base of the outdoor kitchen sit lower, that is what you're working with height-wise. Ladder to get up onto the roof. I don't want to talk about too much other stuff outside. You should know there are slide toppers also installed on top of the slide out. So really getting quite a few really interesting things here at this price range. Now, again, some higher price models may have some different stuff, like you can see the storage space out here. Not the biggest ever, but that's because it doesn't have the drop frame. It's still a large, wide space. It just doesn't sit as deep as fifth wheel RVs that will have the drop frame, and doesn't have like frameless windows to give it a little bit more sleek look. But if you're just looking for a super budget-friendly option with as much interior space as possible, this is a tough one to beat. So we looked at a couple things outside. Let's go ahead and hop inside this 412 DB here. And as we step inside, first of all, I want to get your thoughts and comments as we take a look around this fifth wheel RV. But I also want to let you know, like, with the cost on this, the price on it is about $86,000, $87,000, and I want to give you a cost breakdown. Now keep in mind, there are payment calculators online where you can go and do this yourself. This is all I did to get you this information. But most people shopping for an RV will typically put somewhere between 10 to 20% down. So on an RV like this, you also have to calculate sales tax and whatever parts and accessories you may need that may get worked into the financing. So one of the first things I point out and think about is the sales tax in Texas here at 6.25%. That's about $5,000 on something this size or this price. And then you might need a fifth wheel hitch. You might need Trying to think what accessories people often get. Water hoses, sewer hoses, different things like that. People might spend $1,000, $2,000, even $3,000 on accessories depending on how much stuff you want. If you want more solar equipment, all those different things that you can get for your RV. So it's safe to say, like, out the door, this is probably going to be about $95,000, $96,000. If you put $10,000 down, that gets you back down to about $85,000, $86,000 that you're financing. And with a pretty modest interest rate in today's world, with a 9.9% interest rate, you would be under $1,000 a month. It'd be about $910 a month. So that's where this breaks down to. And again, that is with $10,000 down. So a pretty realistic monthly payment on this fifth wheel RV. One thing I don't like is when I see people online that make videos of RVs and talk about financing, they are showing you like the absolute best case scenario financing that you may get. They're showing you financing numbers typically that don't include taxes, they don't include any parts and accessories, they don't include like the highest down payment or, you know, or the bare minimum that the absolute best credit would need to get approved, and then they are showing you the absolute best interest rate under the sun that most people never get approved for. So that assessment that I just gave you there is a much more accurate number as far as what you are likely to get on something like this. But again, under $1,000 a month for basically a 2-bedroom home on wheels. So we got all that knocked out of the way. Let me start walking you through this fifth wheel RV. I hate that I took that much time, but there's really no quicker way to explain that. And I get questions about that all the time, but this is why I don't explain it in every video, because it takes like 2-3 minutes to really break down all the costs and whatnot. But going into this back bedroom, it's kind of like a flex space where you have this sofa back here. You have all of these storage spots. These are all solid wood cabinet doors, so not really skimping on quality there. That's great. You have to step down into this space because there is the drop frame underneath here. You have the loft up above. We'll get to that in a second. When you come down into this space, you have a TV already installed in this bedroom. And I'm going to try to go through this area a little bit quick because it is hot down in here. I'm in Dallas, Texas. Y'all, I've been filming RVs in Dallas, Texas during the summer for 5 years now. And I don't know if I can do another summer of this. I might have to either move out of Dallas or stay on the road for 3 months straight during the summer into the fall, because gosh, it is just brutally hot and humid out here. It makes it so difficult to film RVs, and I just sweat profusely doing this for y'all. So if y'all got any recommendations on where to move for good summer weather, or where to go film RVs for good summer weather, let me know, because man, it is just tough out here, even with me getting the ACs on in these RVs. Walking back into the bathroom, you have this wardrobe storage here. So if you have somebody living back in this space or the loft, you can take that shelf out, hang clothes in here, or fold clothes in there. Soft close cabinet doors with magnet latches to hold those shut while you go down the road. And then you have storage space down here. So lots of storage in this bathroom, already very impressive. Nice looking bowl sink, nice wood grain finished countertop. It's not actual wood, but it just has that like look and aesthetic to it. Storage space up here. And then 3 pull-out drawers. You can see they're using like a kind of pressed wood style drawer construction. Oh, those drawers snap close for you. Storage under the sink. You can see how they got like that snap close function. You see that in motorhomes as well. And then your shower here. This shower has a height for about 5'10" in the shower, because there is a loft up above this space. So keep that in mind here, 5'10" in the shower. If you're over 5'10", you're definitely going to be squatting while you're in that shower to not hit your head on the ceiling. You have a spot here to hang some towels, and then you have your porcelain foot flush toilet down here with your entry door into this bathroom directly from outside. Step back out here. Height in this bedroom, it feels pretty nice. It's probably about 6'4", 6'5" in here. Probably about 6'5" in this bedroom. And then we go back, or actually, sorry, getting ahead of myself. This sofa will also make into a bed, so keep that in mind. I'm not going to make it out into a bed just because I'm literally just dying and trying not to drip sweat all over this fifth wheel RV, but that will make out into about a full-size bed, with that being a tri-fold sofa. Then up above this space, you have the loft, and this loft is huge because they are utilizing that drop frame construction. This loft is so impressive. 500-pound weight limit is what I'm seeing here for the maximum load capacity. So keep that in mind. Definitely a great spot for little kids, but not maybe intended for like multiple grown adults to be sleeping up here. So get up into this space, and I just want to crawl around real quick and just show you how I fit in this area. So first of all, you can roll around endlessly. I mean, it is such a cool spot. You can see I'm on all fours. I'm 6'2", and my back doesn't hit the ceiling. Many kids, even grown adults, will be able to actually sit on their butt and not have their head hit the ceiling. Mine slightly does, but little kids won't really have that issue. And then comes with these mattresses here. This is one big one here, one smaller one there. And you could even put like a real actual mattress in this space if you would like. So really cool flex space. And I'm gonna turn the camera back around and show you. You have this little cubby over here. You have a spot where you can put a TV right there and AC right above your head, plus outlets and USB ports in the corners and windows on this wall and along the back and on the other wall as well, as I do a little spin around here. So, I mean, one of the biggest lofts you're going to find in something like this model here, there's only a few models that do a drop frame along the back side of the RV, making for that taller loft, and this is one of them. And this might be the least expensive one in existence, where they are utilizing that drop frame to give you that bigger loft. Then we get into the living room area, and in the living room area you have solid surface countertops, so definitely still getting good quality on that. Look at how massive this island kitchen is. I mean, that is just huge. So much countertop space there, LED lighting underneath the countertops. You have your retractable TV here. This is gonna be a 50-inch screen TV. You can see how it will raise up and drop down in this space. Now this is going to give you not only more countertop space, but also give you a spot where you can utilize that extra natural light with the window. Storage all up above here. So 3 cabinet doors that is all open storage through there. And then you have your electric fireplace. This will be an electric heat source for you, putting out heat, taking the chill off the air without you having to actually run an AC. You have your sound controls right here and your TV controls and an outlet. Across from here you have your 2 recliners. So 2 recliners directly across from the TV. They do have power for the recline function and USB ports in that arm. You have a nice big storage space in the middle, cup holders in the middle, and these are part of the Thomas Paine collection, and they will actually lay down flat when they recline. Pull down blackout shades on all your windows. I currently have them down to try to keep this RV as cool as possible. And you have your dining table next to that. It has 2 chairs and 2 more will be up in the bedroom. And it's a pedestal style table, so if you wanted to take this out and add to the furniture, you can. I know a lot of people complain about models like this. It's funny, there's no way for these manufacturers to win on these kinds of floor plans, it seems, because to do an island kitchen in a RV with this many rooms, this is really the only configuration that really works for something like this. They could do like a U-shaped kitchen back into the corner, but to get the island kitchen with more kitchen space, all you can really do is 2 recliners and a table, or 2 recliners and a sofa, and get rid of the table, and then you don't have a dining spot. So it's really either, do you want more comfortable like couch cushions, or do you want a comfortable spot to sit and eat? And you really have to make your pick on which one you want. And whichever way they go, I know there's always comments of people saying they want the opposite of whatever it was that the manufacturer decided on. So tough battle to win for the manufacturers, but I understand. So with this table, you can take that out completely, put more sofas and stuff here, whatever you want. That is definitely an option. With these chairs, curious, no storage underneath the chairs, but you can see what they look like. They have a cloth pad on those. And then on your windows, pull down blackout shades. Nothing too special about these, no valances or anything on the windows. So pretty plain look on that. Coming into the kitchen space, you have your lighting up over the island. Looks pretty nice, LED lighting up in that fixture. You have your ceiling fan and a max air vent fan, and your speakers up in the ceiling. You have an Insignia 4-burner stove and oven, so getting all residential size or almost residential size kitchen appliances. 4 drawers that pull out here next to the stove. See those there? Sorry, kind of a little bit out of the center of the camera. And then more pull-out drawers here that are soft close. So soft closed drawers on those. So nice. I mean, that is something I definitely expect to see in like $120,000 to $150,000 fifth wheel RV. Very uncommon in this price range of fifth wheel RVs. Spot for your trash cans. You have a split basin sink, but it is the bigger one on the left side. And then storage space under here with your sink covers that are also that solid surface countertop material. Kind of feels like a granite style material. And soft close cabinets. So soft close cabinets and soft close drawers. Pretty impressive. Insignia 4-burner stove, absolutely massive oven, the biggest one that you will find in a fifth wheel RV. And storage space here next to it, good spot for like cookie sheets and baking sheets and things like that. Spot for wine right here, and storage up above the microwave, plus a little area for storage there. And this microwave here is a residential size standard microwave. And then above the refrigerator, storage space, and you have a 12-volt Furrion refrigerator, but obviously this is a residential size refrigerator. And that door, we are not level, so that door does not want to stay open. You have an ice tray in here, so it will make ice, and then you have another freezer portion down here that has another tray over the top. Pantry back through here. Now this is one of the more interesting things about this fifth wheel RV is this is also where your washer and dryer connections are. So if you want washer and dryer in this RV, or even just a washer and dryer combo unit, it will go in this bottom portion of this pantry. And if you do a stackable washer and dryer, it will take up pretty much this whole space there. Storage space here, kind of like a little coffee bar area. You have your AC right above here. I will say it is a little bit of a noisy AC. It's definitely not one of the quietest. It is ducted through this fifth wheel RV, so you can see your ducting up through here, and there are 3 ACs, but it is a little bit more on the noisy side compared to some other RV AC units out there. So again, don't have to like yell over it, but on full blast, you definitely hear it. Little coffee bar area, outlet here, and 2 drawers that pull out. See how deep those are, and storage space down underneath here. Steps going up into the bedroom and bathroom. You have some storage space underneath there. Breakers and fuses. You have your tankless on-demand water heater controls. And behind this door, you have all of your slide-out awning controls, light switches, things of that nature, tank levels. Grab handle going up into the bathroom. And I'm sorry for the pace of this video, y'all. I'm telling you, it's been highs of like 100 in Dallas for the past week or two. And I don't know what the humidity level is, but I was in Phoenix, Arizona, where the highs were 110. And I promise you, Dallas feels significantly hotter than Arizona because I just cannot stop sweating out here. At least when I was filming in RVs in Arizona for you, like I could get in air conditioning or something with even just a breeze outside and I would start to cool down and the sweat would stop. Out here in Dallas, there's nothing that will stop it. It's just constant. It's nonstop. And I think that's the biggest thing that people fail to understand with like hot, humid climates is you just don't stop sweating. It is horrible. And I hate to go on a rant about this, but it's just like, it's in the back of my mind. I can't let it go. Sweat is dripping down my lip right now. Sweat is like dripping down my knees, it feels like. It's just everywhere, and it is so annoying. And I figured out, when I went to Arizona, I figured out I don't even mind the heat. The heat doesn't bother me. It's the dang humidity and not being able to stop sweating. I just can't stand being like sticky and sweaty all day. And that is what it is, just nonstop here in Dallas. So little rant that I had to go on because gosh, it is just awful out here. But I'm struggling my way through it for y'all because I love doing this for y'all. And it is a privilege to be out here being able to film these RVs for y'all and show you these RVs. But this is only my first one of the day. I have to film like 4 or 5 more today, and oh my gosh. I just hope we survive, y'all. I hope we survive. But nonetheless, in the shower here now, this is a massive shower. Height here is about 6'3" to the shortest point in the shower. You have the skylight here that runs north and south, going to get you up to about 6'6", 6'7" at that highest point. You have an adjustable height shower head, so you can actually get this up pretty dang high where I can I really can pretty much get underneath that. Just have to squat the tiniest little bit. And you have a flip down bench here. I don't think you can see that in the frame, but you have a flip down bench right here. Look at how wide that base is. I mean, just phenomenal. And the bench there to sit down on. So shower size is just great. Plus, don't forget you have the second shower down in the lower level underneath the loft. Porcelain foot flush toilet. Then you have your king size bed in here. Windows on this side of the king size bed. Couple lights up here, puck lights above each individual, and then we turn around this way. You have a TV already installed in the bedroom, so each bedroom already has a TV installed. The only place that doesn't is the loft. Drawers that pull out, they snap closed, and then storage underneath the bed is strut assisted. There's your 2 additional chairs. And what's crazy too about this heat, y'all, is like I have the ACs on in this RV. It's not like I'm not turning on the ACs. It's just so dang hot, it doesn't even make a difference. Unless you can let the ACs run for like 4 hours and get this RV completely chilled. It is just, whew, it is, man, it is just tough. But nonetheless, okay, LED lighting in here. You have some storage space in there. So great storage. I love the way that this front cap looks. I mean, just a really clean looking design up front. I kind of like this better than some of like the walk-in closets or, you know, wardrobe closets that go all the way across. I kind of like having all the drawers. I tend to like to fold my clothes anyways, except for maybe like stuff that I don't want to get wrinkly, like a t-shirt, but pretty much everything else I fold. So I like having all those 9 drawers there. And then this spot here to hang clothes across has a brace support there in the middle so that doesn't sag. And then you have a spot for laundry baskets. So love all that. Nice big window here. You can see pull down blackout shades when I open that up. Nice big window looking out into your campsite so you can see what's going on out there as soon as you wake up in the morning. And then you have your third AC here in the bedroom. Also has dimmer light switches here in the bedroom for above your head so you can dim those lights. And that is just about everything on the inside. If I missed anything, let me know down below in the comments. You do have no carpet in the slide out, so just notice that. And I'm gonna step outside and we're gonna try to go through this outside as quick as we can, but get you all the information that you need. The breeze out here doesn't even help at all. It feels like a hairdryer is just blowing on you. It's ridiculous. But cable driven slides on your slide mechanisms. You have the slide toppers installed again, 2 awnings outside, slam latch baggage doors with magnet latches to hold that open. Yukon does something interesting where I can't get this door open, but this is a little like shallow storage space behind the step. You have the solid entry step, a leash latch right there. Outdoor speakers sitting more at ear level when you are sitting down. And then down underneath here, you have the CRE 3000 suspension system from MoreRide, so an upgraded suspension system. And this is a, where's it at? A 215/75R 17.5 tire. Brand on this, I couldn't even tell you. It says YTH4. So I'm not even sure what brand that is. I can't see. It's not a tire brand I'm used to seeing. Let's just put it that way. Again, outdoor kitchen space, phenomenal. Love this. Something that you, I can't recall another brand you'll find other than this Dutchman. With the drop frame along the back, something you should definitely know is they are tapering off this back end of the frame. So that back end of the frame does get tapered. That allows for the same ground clearance along the back of the bumper as you would get on any other fifth wheel RV, even with that drop frame there. So that prevents any dragging along the bottom if you're going through a dip or anything like that. But you do have to keep in mind at this point right here, right about where the step is, that's where the lowest part of the frame is. So you just want to be mindful that that frame does sit a little bit lower than your traditional fifth wheel RV once you get further towards, you know, the axle of the trailer. Ladder to get up onto the roof, prep to add a backup camera. Love that it already has a ladder installed. You don't have to purchase like a third-party accessory to get on your roof. 3 slide outs on this side, so 4 slide outs in total. Your power plug is along the back wall, and then this has a 6-point hydraulic auto leveling system on it. Tankless on-demand water heater. Here's another storage door over here. This is the same size storage as what is under the step. So you have those little storage areas on both sides. You're going to have black and gray tank dump valves on both sides of the axles as you have bathrooms on both sides of the axles. So 2 different dump areas. Open this door up. You got your water connections under here. Oh, and I don't like this, y'all. See, I'm just not a fan of this. They should have done 2 different doors here or something along those lines, because this only sits at maybe like 5 feet tall, and you're gonna have to duck under this to get into your water connections and things like that down underneath here. So if you're just ever trying to, like, you know, mess with anything, or, you know, you have to get behind here to work on water lines or whatever it is, you're gonna have to be like squatting down here the whole time, which I just don't enjoy. But that's how they decided to design it. There's only, you know, every other fifth wheel RV does something a little different here. Some have where you have to duck under something to get there, some don't, but I wish they would have just done 2 different doors here so they could have a door that like flipped up against the sidewall so you didn't have to duck to get into that space. You have aluminum framing all through here, wells on both sides of the aluminum framing, your auto leveling controls here in the corner, and you have 2 30-pound propane bottles, 1 on each side of the fifth wheel. You have a Kurt Rotaflex pin box, so this has a rubber bushing on it. As you brake and accelerate, this is going to absorb a lot of that shock as you go up and down the road. You have a hitch vision plate right here. So this is going to be a reflective plate that has a film on it right now that you will take off that will allow you to better see your truck and hitch lining up with the pin box. LED light strips there, LED light strips along the sides, and then finally down underneath here, get in this compartment. Metal latches on these doors underneath here with a clip to hold this door open. You have your spare tire down underneath here and your spot for batteries, hydraulic fluid, battery disconnect switch, and that is just about it. Wiring back through here looks pretty good. They kind of conceal everything back behind that box, so it looks a little bit cleaner underneath there. And that, y'all, is just about everything. So again, only about $86,000, $87,000 on this fifth wheel RV. Pretty impressive at this price and pretty tough to beat. So curious what you think down below in the comments. If you are interested in this fifth wheel RV, there's a link down below in the comments and description where you can find different locations across the United States with Blue Compass RV where you can find this fifth wheel RV or something like it. So go check that out there, and we're here to help when you're ready. Until next time, live firmly unbound.